What's up with YouTube's suggestion these days? Seriously, the last couple of weeks, not just this week, I've noticed that there's a lot of weird videos being suggested on the first thing down over there. If you're not watching this in full screen, and I hope you're not, because it's just me talking right now, so you probably should be doing other stuff. But yeah, what is up with that? So for me, in two accounts, because I use two accounts, one for work and one for here, for my home. So the last couple of weeks, I've been getting suggestions like top 10 dramatic endings or 35 ways of cooking a carrot. What is up with that? Seriously, I go to Bumpy McSquigum's channel to watch whatever video I want to watch. I want to see another Bumpy McSquigum's video in there, in that suggestion down there. Why is it not there? And please guys, let me know what happens to you, because I'm kind of worried about that. Actually, I'm not really worried, but the thing is, YouTube has been going through a rough patch, and more of the creators than in YouTube themselves. And this has been generally public knowledge. Just kind of had to do with advertisers and all that sort of stuff. But of course, the ones who lose the most money are the ones that are actually making the most money. And because YouTube ad revenue has been cut by a lot recently, it's yeah. Is YouTube trying to, you know, buff up big channels numbers by putting stuff in my feed and my suggestions? Fortunately enough, I use blocking software that I actually disable for YouTube, but I can set up what's the word, custom filters. Yeah, so I basically block their obnoxious pics, sort of, whatever. Thumbnails, that's the word. Yeah, speaking of obnoxious thumbnails, have you catched my last episode of The Witcher 3 highlights for stream and all that sort of stuff? Back in my day, we would have boobs down there. Actually, I don't remember YouTube ever being too much about that. Unless you're watching too many mods for Bethesda games. Last Thursday, I freaked out about Battle Brothers. I didn't actually freak out, I know the game well enough. And that's the reason why I just can't get past that difficulty curve. I was doing so well on Expert and on the stream. I had, I think, 3 full streams. And then I just found a mission that basically I couldn't win. I had to reload a bunch of times, and the one I did win, I lost like 3 of my best, actually not 3, like 4 or 5 of my best guys, if I remember correctly, and it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible, and if I was having trouble with my best guys, using my worst, yeah, that would have been a failed attempt there. And I wasn't doing a Iron Man playthrough, so Battle Brothers is I'm probably not gonna stream Battle Brothers again. I'm still having an immense amount of fun with the Let's Play, and I'm gonna be playing Battle Brothers by myself for a long time, but in shorter stretches, and probably not on Expert, because unfortunately for me, and I guess for some of you that would like me to be a little bit better, I'm not better. I have immense respect for people who can play Battle Brothers on Iron Man or on Expert and just roll through that game. Oh my god, but I'm having a lot of fun with the Let's Play. Things are going really well. I can tell you right now how many episodes I have recorded. So yesterday, episode 34 came out, and I have recorded up to episode 46. So I have 12 more episodes recorded. It's oh my god. Yeah, so basically up until for like 3 weeks of episodes pre-recorded, and I'm probably gonna be pre-recording a little bit more. I'm in a pretty serious situation right now at Battle Brothers, which is in the Let's Play in episode 46. But it's a lot of fun, so I'm really looking forward to it, and it seems that you guys are really enjoying the Let's Play, and I'm very glad for that. I'm not releasing one episode every day, but I might. It depends on how things are gonna go. Actually, Heroes of Might and Magic, the first campaign, is coming to an end, so who knows? Maybe I'm just gonna, you know, put Battle Brothers in there, where Heroes of Might and Magic would, yeah, Heroes of Might and Magic 3 would go for a little bit, because I'm also having a lot of fun with Heroes of Might and Magic, and that's actually being, because I've already finished, it's episode 23, it's the last one for Heroes of Might and Magic. Because I've already finished that, I've been replaying the first campaign, and I've actually so far only replayed the first 2 missions. And the first one, I'm an expert at that mission. Just fantastic, I'm amazing, just amazing. I've been noticing a lot of stuff that I didn't notice before, especially in the way you build heroes, but it's a whole thing. That game can be very... It's very deep. Even in the first mission, you can tell that it's got a lot of stuff going for it. And I was doing a lot of stuff wrong, so it's good that I'm noticing it. I'm really looking forward to the next campaign, and I'm having a lot of fun. Heroes of Might and Magic 3, if you like strategy, if you haven't played it, don't get none of that HD remake, doesn't matter. Get the old one, play it on 800 by 6 800? Or is it some other resolution? I think it is 800 by 600. Play it on that because that's how we play it, even on a widescreen. It actually looks kind of cool on a stretched out screen. But if your screen is good and doesn't stretch out, mine is not good and it stretches it out. But yeah, lower resolutions, it's weird. But it does look good on just like extended thing. It's good. It's good. And there's HD patches and stuff. Don't get the HD remake because it doesn't have as much content. Get the old one. Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Very highly recommend. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. But yeah, that's the updates for this week. Stay tuned for what I'm gonna say next, which is pretty important. It is... Yeah. Games that came out this week, and actually not just this week, this and last week. It's been a couple of slow weeks, and I kind of forgot last week to talk about this, to be honest. There were just 2 games, and one of them I actually wanted to highly suggest, or not recommend because I haven't played it, but suggest. I have it over here in my list, so I'm not looking at you right now. I'm looking over here. But this week, 2 games came out. You probably heard of it or heard of them. If you follow Bumpy McSquigum's channel, you've probably seen him play both of them. The first one that came out this week is The Surge, and The Surge is a sort of Dark Souls style fighting RPG sort of thing. I'm not really sure why they call Dark Souls an RPG, but sure, it's because he has skills and stuff, but whatever. But it apparently is pretty good, according to Bumpy McSquigums and to other people that I've also seen playing that game. It looks pretty good. The game looks pretty good, and he apparently plays very well. Very good, plays good, whatever. So if you're a fan of that kind of game, you probably should check it out, at least a few videos, and then make up your mind. And then another game that actually the developers were very kind to send my way. I haven't tried it yet, and I actually am planning on trying it. Maybe I'll play that this week. Stream Regalia of Men and Monarchs. It's a JRPG. Well, it's not really done by Japanese people as far as I'm aware, but it is very, very highly inspired by the sort of role-playing game style. And Regalia of Men and Monarchs has got some pretty interesting writing. It's definitely, it's definitely that kind of writing, as it, what you used to see in JRPGs, but it does look pretty good, pretty cool, and the combat seems pretty interesting. And yeah, if you want to check it out, there's links for you down in the description, and there's this Let's Plays all over the place as well. And last week, the game that I actually wanted to bring to your attention, it's an indie JRPG, this one done by at least a half Japanese developer, Laura Shigihara. You might have heard of her. She has a channel. I got a link for you up there if you want to check it out. And she's a singer, composer, and I think a pianist, and maybe other stuff as well. She's got her own very special style of composing songs. But she also made a game called Rakuen. Actually, Rakuen. Yeah, but that's probably a Japanese word that I'm not pronouncing. So it would be Rakuen, I suppose. I don't know. I haven't heard it yet. So anyway, it's wait a minute. That's over there. The names are over there. If you haven't heard of her, well, basically she is the head composer, or actually sound designer, and the one that sings the end music for Plants vs. Zombies, the first game. So if you've played that game through to completion, you know what song that is. There's a zombie in my lawn, and that's pretty cool. A pretty cool song. She has a lot of other songs in her channel. So yeah, that's why I linked to that. One of the tags that appears on Steam for Rakuen is great soundtrack. But apparently people are also finding that the storyline is pretty good, pretty touching and moving. So if you like this sort of game, and if you want to support her and her artistic development, not really development, but just the artistic forays, be sure to check it out, and it might be a game for you. Another game that also came out last week was Alvora Tactics, and it's a pretty indie game done I don't know if it's by the same developers, but it's in the same style, same engine, and same setting as Voidspire Tactics. And Alvora Tactics is basically a tactical RPG, it might be interesting. So if you like this sort of game and you want to check it out, links for you in the description. I got hiccups, terrible hiccups. It's always hiccups. It's this thing that I always keep drinking. It's what I do. But I don't know why. I just, in between the things, I drink a little bit, and that's why the hiccups. Anyway, so what have I been watching this week? Actually, I'm looking forward to watch, but I have also been watching a video by Retrospective Gaming, sorry. And a lot of you might have heard of him. He's got a channel link for you up there, and he does a lot of reviews, a lot of critiques, a lot of musings, and he is gonna be doing a lot of videos about Fallout in the coming summer. And I'm really looking forward to that. He did one first video called My Tribute to Fallout 1, and it is a very, very cool 3-hour rant, as it were. It's not really a rant, but it's a musing sort of an essay kind of thing, and I really enjoyed listening to it. So if you want to check it out, I highly advise you check out Retrospective Gaming's channel. It's a fantastic channel. It's got a lot of stuff about a lot of RPGs, and you can tell he really loves the games, and it's very good. It's very good videos. But I want to bring your attention to a particular video in particular. There's many particulars. It is a link for you up there. It is about his charity drive, and it's actually I think he did a very good job of telling you and me why you should actually support Children's Miracles charity. It's basically, you really need to watch it, so go and click that, and just click, and I'll be here if you want to come back. If not, go and donate, because I have already done, and probably will be doing over the duration of the charity, but I'm not really sure. It's already above 50%, so it's doing very well, and I am very happy for him that is doing this, and really, if you have the chance, I personally don't think that there's many other good things that you can do with your money other than giving it to charity, because, you know, if the companies behind the charity are good and are trustworthy, and from what we know, as you know, from the public records, Children's Miracle Network, I think it's what they call, they're pretty trustworthy and pretty honest about what they do with their money, and with our money that we donate. You should check it out. But yeah, so go and watch this video. I'll recommend it. It's an interesting video. And if you don't know Retrospective Gaming, it's also a very good introduction to his personality. This guy is a pretty awesome guy. So yeah, check it out. And speaking of giving money to charity, it's basically what 7 or 8 people are doing on Patreon for me. Thank you very much, very much for your support. I've got a page on Patreon. Patreon is basically, as I say every week, it's basically a place where you can set up a monthly or a one-time donation if you wanna give me your money to support what I do here on YouTube and on Twitch as well. Basically, that's what it is. It's at this point, it's charity. I do have some stretch goals, and I will be adding rewards for your. Actually, it's gonna happen this week, and I'll talk about it next week about the rewards that I'm gonna put up on Patreon. But yeah, I got a few stretch goals, but right now it's just charity because I have a full-time job that doesn't pay very well, but the problem is it pays for my bills and pays for my life. YouTube has not been capable of providing that, and that's okay. I knew that from the start. I wish that it will in the future, and Patreon is definitely going to be a big help if that is to happen at any time. But if you can help me out there, maybe one day I'll be able to do YouTube full-time and have a lot of stuff planned and a lot of things that I really wish I could do that I can't do right now because I just 8 hours and 9 hours a day just gone because of I do websites. Which actually helps me a lot, but still, I have fun with that job as well, but I kind of wish anyway. So, a very special thanks to all of you as always, but especially to those of you that go out of your way to give me monetary support. Why do I come up with this? Just give me money. It's what it is. It's not oh, give me monetary support or be my patron. It's what it is. And thank you very much. I feel that if I put it in a fluffier word, I'm just diminishing what it actually is. It is very generous of you guys, and that is Benji Namikanur. Thank you very much. Rob Anybody, thank you. Robert Daffern, Jordan Kozar, thank you guys. Casper KJ Jorgensen, Paul Bible, Joshua A. Ennis, Michael Grayson, thank you very much. Higher Ground Gaming, Grigory Krasikov, thank you very much, and Atom Collider. Thank you very much, guys. And again, if you're interested, I got a link for you up there for my Patreon page, and just give it a look. No, It's not no questions asked. What's the word? It's like no obligations. You can look it up. Just look. Let's look. It's fine. Patreon is actually, as I say many times, Patreon is a very important tool for YouTube creators, especially smaller ones that live off of that. Actually, live off of the generosity of their fans, and I want to get to a point where I can actually support the ones that I love, but right now, you know, money is, well, kind of tight, unfortunately, but maybe one day it won't, and I hope it won't, and yeah, who knows. If you have money to spare, and if you love YouTubers, and if you have anybody that you really like, be sure to check them out on Patreon, because they often have stuff there. So Patreon is a very trustworthy, is a very trustworthy thing. From my experience with it, it's totally clear, totally transparent. I'm actually gonna make it more transparent on my side and tell you what I'm spending the money on, starting next month because of the rewards and all that sort of stuff. But I'll talk about it next week. So for right now, stay tuned for the quote. It's pretty funny, pretty fun one, pretty funny. And this week I was looking for quotes about the word annoying. There's a website called brainyquotes.com, and that's where I look. Well, that's not just that website, I just Google it. Well, I say Google it, I use DuckDuckGo. Still, I just look it up and quotes and about a word, and it shows that website a lot. And I was looking about a word annoying because of the theme of this video, the first theme anyway. And I didn't find anything interesting, but I did find this quote that you can see up there that actually got a to me laughing out loud about that, because it's ironic. I really like it. It's by Isaac Asimov, and if you don't know him as a writer, sci-fi writer, is actually a very important writer as far as I'm aware. I have never read any one book from him, but I know about him because he's pretty famous. And the quote goes like what it's written up there. I point to the wrong place. Those people who think they know everything are a great annoyance to those of us who do. And I think it's ironic because if you think you know everything, you're one of those people that think you know everything. Still, I can't really say much about Isaac as a character, but I could talk for days about knowing everything, thinking you know everything, and all that sort of stuff. But still, that quote is interesting. I can't say I agree with it, but still, I found it funny. So yeah, that's gonna be that for this week. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you next week for the next week's episode. Not episode, weekend update. I can do things properly. Why can't I do things properly? Whatever. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next week or somewhere else. I got a lot of videos coming up all the time and streams as well. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week or somewhere else. I'm going around in circles.